This is a common problem that I find when I'm travelling around talking to people at risk from flooding. They've made the investment in property resilience products, but they don't store them appropriately. And these products were bought post 2005, and obviously they were overtopped in this severe flood, but they could, in a lesser flood, work well to reduce the impact. So what advice would you give if you were in this situation, this site? What would you say to the homeowner about storing the products?
Well, absolutely, these can be key in a flood of certain magnitudes, and they really should be stored in a place that's protected from the elements. You can see here that you've got a sill that provides the junction between the wall bracket and the actual guard, and that's perished and the seal's gone. That's the key point of the barrier. So the barriers need to be maintained and kept in a purpose-built shed. You've got ideal opportunity here to put a specific shelter and store them there. They need to be maintained and tested as well.
It's really important that, because I've been to a house where the owner had said that the products had failed, but when I looked at the products, a mouse had eaten all through the seals because they've been kept outside. So our advice is, if you do make an investment in this kind of kite mark product, is always to be careful as to where you store it somewhere dry and away from severe sunlight, so the garage even, or as you've just said, a purpose-built shed. Right, Andrew, we've been here for quite a long time, haven't we? If you want to give me some pointers as to what you think could be done to make the outside of this home more resilient to flooding.
Sure. Well, firstly, we can see from here we've got some flood barriers over doors, but an additional measure may be to add actual flood resilient doors. So changing doors to the front entrance and over to the side there. In addition, it's key to look at the maintenance of the building and on an ongoing basis as well. So every year checking sills around windows. We've got a sill here between the stonework and the window frame, and it's split, and it's an obvious route of ingress through there.
In a heavier flood, yes, deeper flood.
Indeed, there we've got the same sills, and I can see a split at the top, so it's important that they're adhered to both surfaces to keep that sill as best as possible. In addition, to the rear of the property, we see the pointing to the stonework is fouled in places. There's holes through it. Again, an easy route of ingress for water, and it will get wherever it can. It will find a way in if there is a way in. So those are just some of the things that we can look at outside. So with the flood doors, maintenance of the property in terms of mastic and the walls. In addition, potentially we could look to use a waterproof membrane or application to the outside of the stone, which repels water and keeps water out. A few considerations we need to make in terms of condensation, interstitial condensation and the like, but potentially an option to look at to keep water off the wall.
Yeah, thank you very much.